Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with that other team here in the metropolitan area, the New York Giants. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Son. 80. 65. 65. Check. And 80. Check that.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Hey, box drop. Young lady. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
Set. 18 Gator. Good. Motion. 57. Mike, 57. Oh, yeah. Ready?
Throwing on first down, Jones. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check three. Hey, check Mike.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
64, weak. 10.
Jones now, operating from the gun. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
At the 25-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards, Frank Gore. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
We're going to sign. 6, Mike, 56. Hey, lady. Man up, D. Man up, D. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Bravo. We got it. 56 to Mike. 56 is the touch.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit. I'll put some points on the board on this one.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards.
Recon, 132 fighter. 57's the night, Rock 57. Hey, Orbit. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Check your hot read. Check 6'6", bullet high.
From the 44, Jones. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. 61, matchbox, light. 49, check 49, check 49. Big air, big air, big air. Yeah.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Second interception for him now here in this 1st half. You got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Take it in for a Jets touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 81 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check, 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 check.
Throwing Jones. And a throw right sideline is complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Let's go, let's go.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Alert flare.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
With the score tied 7-7.
We're going to start. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. I'm waiting. Check 50. Kill. Switch. Check 26. Red 80.
On 2nd down now. It's Freeman. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
56 is Mike. 56 is the lady. Let's go. Hey, Charlie.
Darnold from the gun. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Oh, yeah. Red 80. Mike spot 4. Hey, zoom. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run on first down. Moss, he'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo, Mike's 56. Mike's 50. Lady, you gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Faking the give, Darnold. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Hey, Delta. Mike 5-4. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. On the return, here's Agnew. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 38-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Too little, got that.
Here's Jones on first down. It's hauled in by Shepard. Touchdown, Giants! Sterling Shepard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. But that was well executed.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check.
On 1st down, Grant. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. There he goes, right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting.
He's got daylight, the 20. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Lady, 54. Mike, 54. Yeah. You don't want none. Slip. Lady.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Right there. Right there, right there. Hey, hey, exit. Lady. Mike 5-4. Go. Go. 54, Mike. 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Go, go. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, man, ain't he? 56 Mike. 56 Mike.
Darnold now to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hey, Haywood! Quiet, G, we're pretty quiet. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Ready? 56.
Throwing again is Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Damiere Byrd in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
All day, baby, all day.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
X3, 218, chop. 5.
Now Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes.
Recon, 132 fighter.
A first down carry for Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Saquon Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. General West. 50. Hey, echo.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, seam 6. 24 is the mic. You ain't going nowhere.
Now Darnold. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check 99. Check 99. Hey, alert 3. Watch out.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
56 to Mike. Hey, Foxtrot. Watch the run. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, 80. Game situation. Let's go.
To throw is Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Barkley. They find some open field here. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 45 yards.
First down, Giants.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Protein spill. Undercut. Shift. Check. Yo, go.
Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, he picks up additional yardage after it.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Quentin Williams in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After the sack on 1st down, Jones, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He's checking. Crash. 80 weapons. Mike 50. I'm here all day. Mike 50.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a 1st down.
Yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey. 4 down. Yo, lady. 22 jet bombers. Smooth. 24 is the mic. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right.
Now it's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On the draw, this will be Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porter.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
First down, Giants.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, orbit.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Here we go.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, zoom.
Man, 80. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
You better be a 6'6", bullet high.
Be afraid of me.
Back to throw, Darnold. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Let's go.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
54. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Man, 80. 54.
Now Darnold. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Darnold now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down.
Keep going.
Darnold. Pass complete to Bird out right here. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On the run, it's Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Go, go. Go on, go on. Shoot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Matchbox lights. Say alpha.
Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a desperation throw deep down, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby.
49, check 49, check 49.
Protein spill. Push him back. Push him back.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Topper! Mike's 57, 57's Mike. Cut. Switch. Spike.
Here's Jones to throw again. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Jets 28.